Welcome back to this special edition of EWTN News in Depth as we explore the many contributions of women religious to our Catholic life. From birth to death, they're with us doing the necessary work to be Christ for others and see Christ in them. Let's start now at the beginning of life with the mission of the Sisters of Life. The Sisters of Life is a relatively young order, just 30 years old this year. But despite being in its infancy, it's growing quickly. Pope John Paul II diagnosed our growing societal problem. He said, "We live in a culture of death." And John Cardinal O'Connor in New York took that message to heart and inspired a group of women religious to counter that prognosis. The Sisters' mission? Promoting a culture of life, helping women in all stages of their lives.
Everyone starts with prayers. Prayer is our first work, and that is what it flows into our other works. So we have a couple of hours of prayer in the morning, including Mass and Holy Hour. Work begins after breakfast.
It sounds like you are far along. You are going to have a little girl.
Our time of calling women back who called yesterday. Maybe there'll be new calls.
The stuff that might be holding you back or holding you
We'll have women come in. We'll have what we call turnarounds, women who've been at a clinic but have turned around and come to us. We'll be meeting with them. It can be hours long. It can be, usually a new call is at least 45 minutes. And just walking them out of a place of fear to a place of freedom is our biggest work. We also have a lot of extraordinary activities, which will be things like a baby shower. Like I mentioned, a cooking class. Earlier today you saw we were painting something with the women. It's just a way to make them feel part of a family.
I know that you also have healing missions. It's not just about walking with someone who is in the middle of making the decision.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So, yeah, because maternity is forever, that's a big principle that we live by, that a woman will feel a huge loss after her baby has been, that she has lost her baby to abortion. And so when she kind of comes to understand that, she will wrestle with that and need to walk towards healing. And I think that's a big grace that we love to share. We love to share that there is healing after abortion. There is hope. We love to kind of like push aside the veil that covers the mercy of God and be like, look at God's mercy. It's like a lighthouse. And so many of the women that we've served in the past who now, they've been able to trust God through the hardship of coming back to Him after suffering an abortion. And she becomes this big lighthouse of knowing that there's a way through the pain. And so they're the most gorgeous women because they know that there's been suffering, but they also know the absolute truth in trusting God through this. The Lord has only great invitations to holiness, to happiness, and He desires that, and He's pursuing her. But He's not going to force. The Lord will never force, so we need to meet Him halfway.
Promoting the dignity of all women and serving the whole woman through prayer.